Hello, everybody. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. It's Easter and Easter. And I'm gonna tell you about the trip to San Antonio. Can you be quiet, Kate? Apparently not. Oh, this is my cat. Her name is T'Challa. Yeah. So our trip to we went to San Antonio again. And I'm just gonna tell you the story thing about it. So we were packing, and we had rented a white van. Then we packed all of our stuff into the white van, and then we drove to Burger King to pick up our cousins, Caleb and Jade. And we drove. It was a 4-hour drive. 4 hours, and it was really long because it was 4 hours. The first hour I fell asleep because usually when I'm in a car when I know we're gonna have a long trip, I just fall asleep. I fell asleep for the first hour, and then I woke up for 3 hours, and I was bored. I was very bored. And then we got there we rented a Airbnb. We basically moved in there, set up the Xbox. I brought the Xbox. And then that's the first day. We didn't really do anything on the first day except for drive there. Except we did go to the Alamo that night. We drove over to the Alamo and we saw the building. And my mom told me that the walls by the Alamo were the walls from like the 1800s, but the front part was not. Well, most of it was not from 1800s. And we learned a lot about the Alamo. We learned a lot about the war. Then we saw this guy. He had a parrot, and my cousin Jade held the parrot, and he said hi, and he ate a peanut. And also, he had these 2 dogs. They looked like my cousin's dogs. They look exactly like them, but they were softer and fluffier. Their fur was. But it wasn't the same breed. It was a similar breed. Then we went to sleep. The next morning, day 2, we went to a rock cavern, and it was fun. We looked at rocks. We learned all about rocks. My mom told me this thing about how she remembers stalagmites and stalactites. Stalactites, there's a C, and she says C is for ceiling, and stalagmite and G for ground. There was a very tall tower. If a stalagmite and a stalactite touch each other, or one of them just touches the ground or ceiling, then it becomes a tower. And also the stairs in the rock cavern, they were very steep, and there were also some slants, but it was very steep. And then we walked out and we saw a tower. You know that tower that I told you about in the other San Antonio video? BT Dubs, you should check that one out. It was that same tower, but instead of there being a zip line that goes around the thing. And so I did that. Last year I chickened out like right at the beginning. But this year I did the whole thing, and it was really fun. And Toby, Bren, Jade, and Caleb, and my dad did it. Actually, no, Bren didn't do it. Day 2. Then we went back to our house. We played Jackbox that night. We had spaghetti. And then day 3, we went to Six Flags. If you don't know what Six Flags is, which you probably do, it's a giant theme park with very scary roller coasters and water slides. We had fun. It was fun. I'm gonna tell you about the time that I felt like I was about to die. We rode Pandemonium, and my dad said that was just a mild warm-up ride. Pandemonium is not a mild warm-up ride. That was the only actual roller coaster I rode, and that scared me to death. Like, bruh, it was so scary. You would go around, and then you would turn, and you were spinning in the car. You would turn, and then, like, you'd be spinning around, and then you'd go on the track, like, and then, like, you'd go downward, backwards, and sideways, and it was really scary. Okay, so then Caleb, Jade, and my dad rode the Joker, the world's tallest pendulum, 172 feet, and it moves 75 miles per hour. The line for that was an hour. It was an hour-long wait to ride the Joker. And my dad, who's not scared of roller coasters usually, he was very scared. He almost blacked out on the Joker. My mom's group, which was me, Toby, Bren, Baby, and Richie, we rode some baby rides, but they were still pretty fun. Oh yeah, I also rode the Villain Swing, where you're in a chair that's strapped up to a line, and it spins around, and your chair goes, instead of like a normal chair being like this, it went sideways in the air, and I almost hit a bush. I almost hit a bush, but I didn't. It was really fun. And then we were there from 10 in the morning or 11 in the morning till 7 at night. So we were there for 8 or 9 hours, which is a really long time. Then that night we played Jackbox again. Also that night, I played Xbox with my friend Aiden, Super Mario Ennard. You should watch him. I played Minecraft with him until 3 a.m. from 10:30 p.m. to 3 in the morning. Because I would have stayed up later, but if I stay up past like 3 a.m., my sleep schedule gets ruined. So I usually go to bed at like 2 on weekends. So then we woke up and we had to drive home. And oh yeah, also at Six Flags, I won a narwhal. I'll show you him. Hold on. Yeah, here he is. Wait, I might have to back up a little bit. Here he is. I named him Narwhal. Narwhal the Narwhal. I won him from a strength contest. Whee! I won him from a strength contest. I had a hit thing. You know those things where you have to hit the wood thing and make a metal thing go up and hit a bell? That's what I had to do to win him. And I did it. And then we had to go home, which is a 4-hour drive. And it was fun. We had a fun trip, and it was really fun. Goodbye, everybody. Well, everybody, that was the video. Was it a good video? I don't know, because this is from the future. Actually, I do know, because I made the video, and I think it's good. Just like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you liked the video. And we'll get 3 likes on this video, and we will do a 3rd Pikmin episode. Goodbye.